Hi, my name's Peter the Clairvoyant here, and I am a natural psychic tarot reader. And what I mean by that is when I read the tarot cards, I don't just look at them and read off a script. I pick up on things and I feel things, and it's like my mind wanders sometimes, and I just naturally feel things, and I read them very intuitively. And I just feel so, and that's the way I give a good quality reading. And sometimes people think when they just get a reading of the tarot that they don't get a great deal from it, but like I say, I read clairvoyantly, and I am a medium, and I also work with my crystal ball, and through that I do get spirit. So I do a lot of things as I read you. And you'll notice also when I'm reading, I don't look at the person, well, very rarely. In other words, you'll see me looking down a lot, especially if you're having a reading face to face with me. So basically, in other words, not many readers do that. And I'm very fixated on what I'm doing, and I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. And that's very important to me to give you a good quality reading. So I don't care whether you're sitting in front of me and you've got a wedding ring on or anything like that, because that wedding ring means nothing. It's like sort of walking down the high street looking at a shop window. They put out there what you want to see, but what's inside is totally different than what be in the shop window. And if you think about what I'm trying to say, there is, you could be having a wedding ring on, but it doesn't mean you're happy. It doesn't mean you are married. It could be, you know, many things, many factors going on. So in other words, I do not let things influence me. I never have done. So in other words, you know, I like to see what I see within, you know, the reading, not what's going on around in the environment I'm concentrating on. That's always the way I've worked. And sometimes I may say things and you just can't quite get it or quite understand it, and that's understandable, because sometimes I don't just read about today, I read about tomorrow, and tomorrow is a whole new day. But tomorrow can be tomorrow, it can be next week, it can be next month, it could be 2 years down the line. Sometimes I have no idea. Time is a very funny thing, but I just know what I see. And I tend to be normally quite right what I'm seeing. And sometimes it takes a bit of time for it to unfold, but it will unfold. I also do finish off with an angel card reading, and that's always very nice and calming way to sort of finish off with. And if I get anything spiritual within the reading, you know, I gladly pass that on as well. I don't promise it, but I will gladly give it. I also do spiritual readings. And with my spiritual readings, I use my crystal ball. I don't use the tarot cards at all. It's just me and my crystal. And with spirit, sometimes they give me names. It can be about them. It can be about people that they've known. They just throw it out at me. Then they can tell me things about them, memories, situations, or sometimes they just want to talk about you. So with spirit, I have no idea what they're on about or what it's all about. I rely on you a little bit. It's like a jigsaw. And you have to appreciate, within a psychic reading, I can tell you what's going on, what it's all about, but spirit's completely different. I'm just a channel of getting the messages, and I have no idea. So hopefully, you know, you can understand what I'm saying. And if you don't, then don't just dismiss it. You have to go away, think about it, or perhaps talk to family and see if they get it, because sometimes you don't get it, but family do. And that's what it's all about. And I do sort of work like that with my spiritual readings. Now my spiritual readings cost £30, and I say 30 minutes, but I don't clock watch. And sometimes I've known me spiritual readings go on for about 45 minutes, because it's not like a reading where it's quite fast paced, it flows quite nicely. Sometimes with a spiritual reading I have to stop and think, go quiet a little bit. So I don't mind them going on longer than 30 minutes. I don't clock watch. So the chances are, you have a spiritual reading with me, you'll know it goes longer than 30 minutes, and I don't charge you any extra, not at all. I just say 30 minutes, and that's my time. But, you know, like I say, sometimes it goes pretty flows, and I've used up my energy. Sometimes it's quite naturally paced and it goes longer, and it's absolutely fine, not a problem. So that's how I do my spiritual readings. And I don't really like rush them neither. And also I do meditate on them as well before I sit down and do a spiritual reading with somebody. So in other words, I prepare myself, so I give you the best possible you know, reading. So also my time is included in that as well, behind the scenes a little bit, if you know what I mean. So, you know, so also if somebody's going to book a spiritual reading with me, you know, please let me know if you do want to cancel it, because behind the scenes I'm preparing myself for it. So you might think, oh, it doesn't matter, I haven't turned up, because I've had to get myself ready. Okay. What else? These video readings. Now, with my video readings, it's just like what you're watching now. And I upload it and I put it to a private setting where you can watch it time and time again, and it's just for you. And I give you a special link to it. And without that link, you cannot watch that video. And if you want your friends to see it or your partner, that's absolutely fine. That's your choice. But you've got to give them that link. They cannot go searching for it on the World Wide Web, because they will not find it. So you have to give them that link. And if you ever lose it, please do come back to me and I will find you the link and give it to you, because I do not delete the videos. Because if I deleted the videos, your video would be gone. So it's permanently there. I never delete them. And if something were ever to happen where it disappears, then, you know, that's technology, it's not my fault. But, you know, I'm not saying that couldn't happen, but it's never happened yet, and it probably won't. But I just thought I'd relay that to you. So these video readings, they last 25 minutes approximately. I will look at, start off with an overview of your life. I will look at relationships and work and career and whatever else that draws to me, health and money and things like that. And if I get anything spiritual, I will gladly put that into it as well. There is no interaction, because it's like an email reading, except I'm not writing it because I'm a terrible writer. I can't spell save me life, and these seem to be the obvious way for me to do it. So you're not interacting with me. All I ask of you is it's your name and your star sign, and sometimes the star sign is just for me to have a quick focal point for me to connect with you. And I don't really bring astrology into it. It's just something it's like a focal point of, you know, for me to concentrate on, and it helps me to connect with you a little bit. And they are very, very good, these video readings are, and you can go back and watch them time and time again, and they're becoming quite popular. So if you do want one of them, these are £20, and you know, it takes me a lot to prepare, because I have to get myself looking right, I have to set up my lighting, I've got to set up the room, so there's a lot of effort really going into these video readings. So really they're quite cheap, because it takes me about 10 or 15 minutes or more to set it up before I even actually start doing it. But I'm quite happy to do them. So, you know, they are quite good. So if you're interested in one of these, please do let me know. So connect with me through my website, www.petertheclairvoyant.co.uk, and it's all there. There's also something new coming along, which I'm going to try and incorporate into my website. And we're going to start selling some jewellery and some health products. And, you know, these are going to be sort of, you know, things that can just improve your well-being a little bit. You know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying these are right or wrong, but they're nothing illegal that's been sold. They're out there, and you know, on the the market, and there's nothing wrong with them. They're not illegal. They're all good quality, safe products, and it's just whether you believe in these type of things. And I'll sort of list them, what the benefits are, what they do, and it's up to you whether you want to sort of try them to see if they work for you. And some of you might find some of these things will work for you and some may not. Sometimes it's trial and error. So some of these will be natural products. So I'm going to be looking out for these products as time goes by. So you'll notice this probably building up slowly. So just watch this space, so to speak. So just keep an eye on that. So if you want to connect with me, just give me a call on 0758 384 6626, or like I say, contact me through my website, and all the details there, and also Facebook, Peter the Clairvoyant. So thank you very much for listening. If you've got any questions, do get back to me. Thank you.